what we think. A thought is a thing.
Absolutely.
A thought is a thing. And if you're constantly thinking bad things, you're going to manifest bad things. If you're thinking good things, you're going to manifest good things. So my Bears and Bubbles is really a game that I created. A bear is a manifestation, a thing, and a bubble is a thought. I'm personality and the word personal reality and put them up over top of each other. They're the same thing. All you got to do is take real out of personal reality and take real out of personal reality, and it'll spell personality. Your personal reality, your life is based on your personality. Go out here being mean, you're going to attract mean people on the job. Go out here being nice. It's just how it is.
You developed this concept. I guess you innovated it. Was called the Bears and Bears and Bubbles. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Which I guess is under the realm of manifestation, law of attraction. I know that you're subscribed to the teachings of Abraham Hicks. I know you mentioned it.
yeah.
I think you met her, right?
Yeah, I met her. That was crazy. I met her in the elevator and we kicked it. You know what I'm saying? No, I met her at breakfast and was sitting next to her eating breakfast. And when she got up, I'm like, "You Abraham Hicks?" She was like, "Yeah." And we just sat down and she sat back down and kicked it with me and my wife. We ate breakfast. I took a picture with her and everything. So it's crazy because the more I studied her, the more I believed in religion. It's all esoteric knowledge. It's all the same. But Bears and Bubbles, the first level is mental health clarity.
Okay.
It's about mental health. Once you get your in America, we depressed because we oppressed. So the first step to anything is mental health clarity, even knowing what you want. So a lot of stuff it's a breakdown of psychology, religion, science, and philosophy with 3 parts. In religion, you got a Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You got a mind, body, and soul in philosophy. You got a id, ego, and super ego in psychology. We earth, wind, and fire. A lot of people don't realize that as humans, they don't get where that come from. So I tied it all together. We're earth, wind, and fire. Your spirit is your breath. You have a respiratory system. The Bible said when God made man, he breathed air into man and man became a living soul. So when they see you fall out on the ground and they think you dead, the first thing they do is touch your neck. Is he got any air in him? Oh no, he ain't got no air in him. Put his spirit back in his body. Give him some CPR. Now that you see his chest rise, he got some air in him. Check his pulse. What is that? Is that his heartbeat? He ain't got no pulse. He ain't got no electricity in him. Shock his chest.
Right.
Now they gave you some air and some wind and some electricity, some wind and fire. Now they put you on an IV, bring you back on into the world. It's very simple. So what I've done, I've took religion, psychology, philosophy, and science and metaphysics and brought it all into one. So it's basically it's mental health clarity. Most of the time, we don't know what we want. We don't know who we are. We want what we think people. I thought I wanted to travel the world till I traveled the world. Then I realized, man, traveling is just something I said because it's cool to do. I want to show. Once I start traveling the world, man, get me back to the United States, man.
So how did you come up with the concept of Bears and Bubbles? Like what was it? What was it that introduced you that this is? Because I remember you mentioned this was some years ago.
Yeah.
You said that, I think the statement, I don't want to quote you, but you said something along the lines of Black people think the law of attraction is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They be like, I ain't with all that
Yeah, we do.
bullshit or whatever.
And that's why white folks killing the game. Anybody that you see, Kanye, Jay-Z, LeBron, anybody that you ask, how did you make it? They say, I saw myself making it, and they believe. They don't give you no fancy formula. They say, I believed in myself. I saw myself doing it. You know what I mean? And see, Black people don't realize we're manifesting all the time by default. I'll give you an example of some manifestation. We'll take it to the law of attraction and we'll call it prayer. All right, watch this. Black folks were enslaved in this country, right? We were taught in religion, pray to Jesus, right? We prayed and believed in Jesus so much that they end up fighting each other and freed us.
Say that again.
Law of attraction, believing that you're going to receive, basically in a nutshell. The slaves believed and prayed to Jesus, something fake that was taught to them,
Right.
and believed so long that the white man turned on his own brother, fought each other, had a war for 5 years, and freed us.
Wow.
We didn't free ourselves. We
Right.
prayed for it. See, people don't realize there's power in prayer. Pray
Absolutely.
for me. Send me good energy. Send me good vibrations.
Absolutely.
It's saying the same thing. It's all the same thing. So when black people hear this law of attraction, we say, oh, that's some crazy white folk stuff. So I'm just presenting it to us in a different way. What we think, a thought is a thing.
Absolutely.
A thought is a thing. And if you're constantly thinking bad things, you're going to manifest bad things. If you're thinking good things, you're going to manifest good things. So my Bears and Bubbles is really a game that I created. A bear is a manifestation, a thing, and a bubble is a thought. I'm trying to get us to float on high thoughts.
Right.
Because we'll manifest good things. I'll give you a perfect example. Think about it like this. We didn't let the world tell us we shouldn't like Mondays. So Mondays are bad because you think Monday's going to be bad.
Yes.
If you think you're going to be late, you're going to be late. I tell students in my class all the time, don't set a snooze button on your alarm. Don't hit the snooze button. If somebody called you at 3:30 in the morning and said, you won the lottery, you'll hop right up. You wouldn't be tired.
Right.
Somebody called you at 2:45 in the morning and said your child was in an accident. You wouldn't be tired. So when you get up after 8 hours of sleep or 6 hours of sleep and bam, 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 and hit snooze, you're saying, man, I don't want to get up to the world today.
Right.
And if I don't want to get up to the world today, the only thing you can do is lay there and think about why you don't want to get up. Traffic gonna be bad. My job gonna be, it's gonna be exactly like you think.
Absolutely.
So Monday is a bad day to us. And then we don't realize the law of attraction is so strong, what they do with words, because we thought with pictures before words.
Absolutely.
Trees existed before the word tree existed.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So when we don't realize with these words, we wait till the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. WEEKEND. It's the weekend. So through their law of attraction, we actually feel WEAKENED, weakened. After you work 5 days for them, you feel weakened. So you're looking forward to the weekend. So we have to understand that we're creating this life. I don't get stuck in traffic. I don't see cops. That's my saying. I don't see cops.
Yeah, I remember you said that a few weeks ago. Yeah,
I don't see cops, bro. Think about it like this. You ever wanted a car, and soon as you get that car, you see that car and you feel like, damn, because you're attracted to it now. You're riding around in it. If you go outside and you're in a bad mood, then bad mood things are going to come to you. Not because of no cosmic slop or all of this. If you walking around and you got a resting bee face or in a bad mood, the people that's in a bad mood gonna say, we're fucked up, ain't it?
Yeah.
Then before you know it, y'all going, but the people that's out smiling, having a good time, people gonna say, hey, I like your personality, man. You go, it's just that simple. It's not such a big thing, because without getting too much in it, your personality affects how people treat you. Anything you get in the world is going to be from people. You ain't going to get none on the sky. So your personality shapes your personal reality. And your personal reality is life, because gas prices are up. That's not a bad thing to me, because I got a Nissan Cube. So my personal reality is different from yours.
Right.
But if you take the word personality and the word personal reality and put them up over top of each other, they're the same thing. All you got to do is take real out of personal reality and take real out of personal reality, and it'll spell personality. Your personal reality, your life is based on your personality. Go out here being mean, you're going to attract mean people on the job. Go out here being nice. It's just how it is. It's not really this whole big thing.
Yeah.
It's like I I believe that I'm going to be me with my personality. Right now, we living in a world where when somebody said, "Yo, you should check out J.R. Ryder. He made some with one of your videos." My man said, "You should diss him and get some views and diss him." His people. That's not my personality.
Yeah.
That's not my personal reality. I was happy that somebody threw me a lob. I hit you up through YouTube, and my personality. I'm on the show now.
Right.
I'm gonna let that get it for me
Right.
before I go out here calling names out on YouTube. I don't like this guy. I don't like Kevin Samuel. I don't like this guy. And now I got a whole vibe coming because I didn't put these hashtags out and it don't last. You know what I'm saying? It don't last. I'm cool with growing how I grow, bro. So I'm saying live, I appreciate you for throwing me this alley-oop because a lot of people are jealous of other men trying to do what they do.
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm easy like Sunday morning. I'm along the same thought process that you are on. And with that being said, for anybody who wants to hear more of your teachings for the Bears and the Bubbles, how do they find out more about this? Because this is definitely something that's super important. As simplified as you put it.
Mhm.
How can they join up for the class or
With the
attend?
Bears and Bubbles, I do it, me and my wife, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time
Hmm.
on my YouTube page. He's going to put the link out there, but my YouTube page is Javonne Clark's Aggressive Church. That's my YouTube page where I do Bears and Bubbles.
Got
It's
you.
a different setting. I'm rebranding myself as the modern masculine man. So
Got
that's me here talking and answering questions. That's a new page. Like you said, you couldn't share that page because it's not big. It don't have enough people on. I only
you.
got I'm starting all over because I want people to get a practical me. So many people are used to this me. I want people to get a practical me sitting here talking, teaching without cursing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So you can find me for Bears and Bubbles at Javonne M. Clark's Aggressive Church, and that'll be in the link. But if you can search the
Right.
modern masculine man, and that's where you'll find my new page with my new content that's going to be coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Got it.
But Bears and Bubbles, you could tune in Monday through Friday religiously. We there. And it's funny and it's entertaining. You get to meet my wife. You get to hear us talk about a lot of stuff. But more than anything, you get to learn about mental health clarity and being your true self. And I've had people in my class, man, God, just the stuff that they've manifested.
Mm,
Businesses, houses, cars, people that got rich, people that made babies, man, so much stuff. People say I've changed their life and delivered them from depression. And I'm so excited about it, and I'm gonna continue to do it. And I've been doing it for free for years. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Well, I'll tell you a personal story here, but first, before that, do you have on the Aggressive Church? Do you have all your old content when you first started Bears and Bubbles on
Yeah,
Facebook?
all that's up there. All
Okay,
that's up
cool.
there.
So
All that
y'all,
old content, and then I make videos on Facebook that I upload to YouTube just about various subjects that people tune into.
right? Yeah, I just wanted to I'm gonna have everything in the description. So
Yeah,
for the Bears and Bubbles specifically and other definitely check those channels out.
yeah,
For me personally, I need it, but I just wanted to give you a personal story. This was about, since you saying that how it affect different people.
yeah,
A personal story for me was back when you were doing it on Facebook. This is probably about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that.
yeah.
This was like I had just got out of a divorce, single father, raising my three sons by myself. I was working like this job I didn't want to be on. It seemed like everything was terrible. I was that everything you described about waking up in the morning, all that stuff. And I remember you and your wife were on the live, and I asked you a question. I said, how do you change your thought process, or how do you manifest, or how do you use the law of attraction if you have a pessimistic mind, if you always a pessimist, if you always thinking negative thoughts, right? I asked you that question, and you had read it out loud, and you was like, I mean, you just think a positive thought. I mean, you on Facebook, you said it like that, right? And your wife laughed. and then you looked at her and you said, "That's not funny," or whatever. Like you said it like that. You was like, "That's not funny." You were like, "You're on Facebook. I mean, you were you basically you said you're in control of your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, you can think of obviously you think of the bubble when that bear or whatever is there to raise you higher, to raise up your vibration and your frequency."
Hmm.
And I always remembered that, and I actually, and I'm not plugging it, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I ended up writing a book called "The Law of Attraction for the Pessimistic Mind."
Oh
You
man, that's
know,
dope. That's dope, man. I
yeah,
gotta get that. How can I get that, bro?
yeah,
Look,
I'll,
look. Hey, let me tell you something, man. That this is funny.
yeah,
You have to think about this. Now, this is for the people. You said this was 4 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago, yes,
Yeah. When I don't even remember that.
I know, yeah,
You got to think when I got the I was just starting a new page and I was like, "Dag, I'm gonna start all over with this new content." And I was thinking about just changing the name of the page. Some of me was like, "Nah, start all over." And I had did a couple of videos and it maybe was like 20 people watching. And I was like, "Dag," but I said, "Nah, momentum gonna change."
right,
And somebody hit me up and said, "Yo, this brother JR Wisdom shared you." And I said, "Whoa, thanks." And when I went to your page, I'm like, this guy doing it. I'm trying to get where you at, bro. The way you chop your videos and edit your lighting out. I'm like, this guy doing it. So think about this, bro. I'm really being real. I'm like, yo, this guy gonna share me. This is an opportunity for me. This is an alley-oop. Me and my wife. I'm looking at you like you right where Kevin Samuels is trying to get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not realizing that right here on this camera, you're one of my manifestations.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say the class changes people's life. And there's an old saying, the poor righteous teachers. Now, I'm not poor, I ain't got it like that, but I ain't gonna
right,
be no poor righteous teacher.
right,
My manifestations are those stories.
right,
Man, you killing the game right now. You know what I'm saying? You're doing well, bro. And you're saying that you watch my show and ask me a question and I answer. I so don't remember that, bro.
right.
I so don't remember that.
Yep, I remember it. That's the thing about us when you never know who you affect on a daily basis. Just somebody can always remember you that one interaction you had with them,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever point in time, which I remember that because I just remember that I couldn't. It was just like I was just upset all the time, mad all the
Yeah.
time, and I was just like, man, I was tuning in to try, and that's when I just started getting into the manifestation, law of attraction. I was just like, I just can't. It got to be something like for somebody like me that's always thinking like this. You know what I'm saying? Well, I
Man, I
can't
gotta
think.
read that book, man. I
Yeah,
gotta read that book. I
yeah,
gotta send you some. I need a signed copy. I because you're gonna be some great, man. We all gonna be some great. And man, that's amazing to me because like I said, honestly, when you started talking to me off camera when we were setting up the show, I was like, man, this dude been watching me for a minute. I'm like, this dude, you telling me stuff off the cuff that I've been saying, and I'm the one that's starstruck. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's like, yo, this guy pays popping. His stuff is professional. I'm like, yo, my wife, yo, this guy finna turn me on. I'm starstruck. That for lack of a better word.
right. Now I understand.
I'm hyped. I'm giddy. I'm like, yo, how this dude know me so much?
Right,
And then it's like, what you telling that story, man, it's like, damn, that make me feel even. I look, without being in the humblest way I can say it, you one of my students, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not being funny, but
absolutely. No, I
you know
don't
what I'm
take it.
saying?
I
I'm
don't.
like,
I don't.
hey,
I definitely don't take offense to that at all.
yeah,
He who hates knowledge loves death.
exactly,
So
exactly.
that's
And
how I
I'm a
look.
student. I'm a
Absolutely.
student. Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured I'd run that by you real quick, but
Man, that made my night, bro. That
yeah,
made my night for real, for real.
hey, some things are full circle. You know what I mean? But I think I encourage all you guys definitely, and I'm gonna finish asking Javonne a couple more questions here because I know we've been chopping it up here for a while. Definitely check out that Bears and Bubbles show as well as his other channel. Subscribe to both of them. right now if you haven't. And also, if you're just now tuning in, hit that like and subscribe button as well. So we got the bears and bubbles, and you broke it down. You kind of simplified it, the process, and you basically gave them what it is that some of your students, the success they've been having by following your teachings and things like that. So